Rahana Power.
Hi, Rahana Power.
Hi, Alan Tracy.
How are you doing today?
Whew, I'm doing all right. I'm gonna admit I'm beering it up because today was a rough day. So I'm really excited to be here to chat and talk about the things we're going to talk about because they're so much happier than the rest of the day has been. So
Beer
this is
me,
my high point.
Rahana. Beer me.
Beer, yeah, beers, cheers to beers, beers,
Yeah,
cheers. Words are hard.
the hardest
Cut that out.
thing I have is Coca-Cola. So
Okay, but also Coke is so good.
yeah.
Like so good. We went to I'm a Diet Coke drinker. I love Diet Coke. I actually have a very unhealthy obsession with it.
Hmm.
And we went to McDonald's the other day, I can't remember when, and I get a Diet Coke, Jared got a Coke. And I accidentally drank out of his on the way home. I was like, oh, I forgot how good McDonald's Coke is. Oh my God.
It's the ice. The ice really does help.
It's like the epitome of like what Coke should be.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing. Oh my God. I almost just wanted to swap it and steal and drink it all before he tasted the Diet Coke. So he'd be like, no, it was wrong. And because he won't drink Diet Coke. So I'd have been like, oh no, I have both and the Coke's gone. But I didn't. I was nice. Called myself out.
Yeah.
So that's all to say. Coke is delicious.
Yeah, it is good with ice. I should get a glass with ice for it.
Yeah.
It's better.
I don't know why you don't do that. Absolutely.
Yeah. But we're recording, so I can't step away.
I mean, that's true.
Anyways, Barbalicious.
Yeah, I have things to say. So
what are you gonna review today, Rahana?
We're gonna talk about Barbie. So we went and saw Barbie. I will say that we had to, and I know we've talked about this before, but search for tickets like a week and a half out. And we started looking about half a week prior to when it came out. Everything was booked, understandable for the first weekend, opening weekend. So then the following week we were looking all weekend into the following week, nothing. It was on like 14 different screens or something at this one theater that we go to. Nothing. There were only like a few seats available and they were all front row. And I was like, well, I'm not doing that because I'm old. So we finally found a night, found good seats, and we went. And I expected it to be like silly, but enjoyable and like funny. I didn't expect to like love it as much as I did. And there's so many factors that played into that. Like, first of all, the cast I was obsessed with. Are you freaking kidding me? Just 100%. Like something that stands out for me is Will Ferrell's character.
Yeah.
Because he just like it plays into the silliness of it all. And he's perfect for that type of role. Where he's the boss and he's supposed to be really like hard and steadfast and no, this is what we're doing, this is what we have to do. But then it's very like he still lives in the magical world of Barbie and Mattel. And so it's still really silly and he's still really silly and sensitive and all these things. And I loved it. And so like every character it was so well thought out and developed and so full. America Ferrera was amazing. And her one monologue that everybody's like quoting and putting out there right now. I mean, there's a reason for it. In the theater watching the movie, when she started saying that, I was like, oh my God, I need to find this and write it down. Like, and I'm sure that every other woman had the same thought that's seen it. And that's why it's everywhere. And it was so good and so relatable and just like a relief to hear that and have so many other people. I think people like clapped in the theater when that happened. And I was like, hell yeah.
There's at least one. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And so that was awesome. But and like all the different people, like women that played Barbie and men that played
Yeah.
uh Ken, and it was so fun.
And Midge.
Um and Mitch and Alan.
Alan.
Oh my God, Alan, hilarious. I don't love Michael Cera, but he was so good as Alan. It made me laugh so much.
Takes me back to super bad days for him.
Yeah. It was just so good. It was so fun and did really laugh a lot. Um, but then like the underlying actual like themes, feminism and masculinity and
Mm.
uh the patriarchy
Kendom.
and kendom, and all of that was just so well built out and layered and executed, um to be able to actually speak to everyone, assuming you are a person who is open to normality and like yourself and being real and whatever. I know that there's a lot of I'm just going to say it, shitty people out there right now who are bashing it because it's so woke, and all it is those people are just not able to confront the issues that they have with themselves and with the fact that
Or
they
their fear
cannot.
of women. It's like,
Yeah,
what's the
yeah,
fear here, really?
yeah. And like the fear that if they don't control
Mm.
women or everything, then they're not the masculine, they're not the alphas, and all of that. And rather than just saying who do I want to be and focus on that, and then be that and just be happy. Rather than being happy, they feel like they need to be like the guy and the man, blah, whatever. It's gross. And so honestly, all of those reviews are stupid and a complete waste of time. And all it does is I mean, just like everything that those exact same people do, just calls them out. Like they're just calling themselves out. That's all it is. And telling on themselves, and it's exhausting, and who cares? So ignore that. But I mean, the the level of truth in all those themes, and the fact that it like they specifically made sure that it wasn't that the Barbie wasn't there to be with Ken, and that she then helps Ken to actually realize that he is Kenough. Uh, he's
Oh my
not
god,
just
that's
there to be with her. Like he can be his own thing and have his own existence, and that's okay. And it doesn't have to be I'm either here to serve and be with you, or I am here to dominate and be in control of you. Like
mm,
it can just be, hey, you can just be you and do the things that you like doing, and we can still be friends and hang out, and that's okay. Um, and so I really loved the storyline with that. I did see someone recently post something about like even with that, there they were like, I still caught the fact that Barbie was there and she was having to apologize to him and like comfort him and make him feel better
mm,
and realize these things, but he never apologized to her for taking her house, for treating her the way that he did, for turning Barbie Land into that awful place and changing everything and taking over all you know, the like building in the patriarchy and like brainwashing all the women and all that, all the Barbies. Like she apologized and made up for it. He didn't, which only serves to prove the point of what America Ferrera said.
mhm.
Um, like even if we can't do anything right, or if we try, it's still all our fault.
Yeah.
And that kind of fed into that. which I thought was interesting. So I mean, it was a really touching moment. Like it was it was really wonderful that she, and I hadn't thought about that. It was really wonderful that she did help him to like see that. Um, but I don't think that that was something she necessarily had to apologize for. Well, I think most of the things she didn't have to apologize for. Like she didn't have to apologize for anything. Um, I understand that coming from like a friendship standpoint, how she was in the beginning, like every night's girls' night, go away. Like that I can understand from the friendship standpoint. But like the rest of it, I don't think she needed to apologize for it, and she did anyway. But then the fact that he didn't, once that was pointed out, did make me really sad. I was like, that was something that was missed. And maybe that was on purpose to prove the point of, or to just like continue proving the point of what America Ferrera said. Um, but I loved it. I loved how it was executed. I loved all of the characters, all of the actors. I loved Barbie Land. Uh, um, I loved the high points and the low points. I loved the end, how Barbie ends up in the real world as a human, and
As the daughter of the creator.
yeah, yep. And it's just so cool. So yeah, it was really fun. What did you think, sir?
I thought it was very funny. It seemed a bit heavy on the Ken side of things for a Barbie movie.
Mm-hmm.
It felt like at first it was, mostly Barbie, and then it once he had gone to the real world, or both of them, it just switched to more Ken, dominated subjects, and the dance is pretty good. I'll give it
That dance was
with all
awesome.
the Kens.
So
Um,
good.
and then the guitar scene. I mean, that's
So funny. I laughed so hard. Oh my God.
and
Yes.
they're all like, yeah, uh-huh.
They're all there doing the exact same song. And it was like
Yeah,
he started it and then it was like 5 hours later or
yeah,
whatever.
right. 3 hours
Well,
later or something,
yeah.
and
So
then they're at
funny.
the beach, and it's just
Yeah.
like, I wonder how many ladies had to sit through like a bad serenade like this on a
Hmm.
date or relationship, whatever. It's
Yeah.
just,
Oh yeah. And I love that the point of that was we're gonna was like this is how we distract them and like oh God, the word is escaping me.
make them
Basically this
jealous.
is how we beat them, yeah,
Yeah,
is by playing their own game, like like
they will
playing
destroy
specifically
themselves
to,
basically.
yes, like they are not going to be able to stop themselves when it comes to this, so if you just do this. And it was so funny
Yeah,
because even then when the men thought, or when the McKens thought that they were in control, as soon as the Barbies played that one game, they're like, hey, if you want to play this game, and they did it, and then all of them just fell apart, and it was so good.
yeah.
Anyway,
Uh,
continue.
Anyways, yeah. Um, I like that they're all named Ken, they're all named Barbie, and it's
Yeah.
like Barbie Land, was it? Is that right?
Yeah. Yep.
Or Barbie World?
Oh, I thought it was Barbie Land. Let
Barbie
me
Land.
check. Let me verify. Oh my goodness.
Fact check that, please.
Fact check, fact check.
But yeah, it was just kind of funny that they're all named the same.
Yeah.
And then you get to Kate McKinnon's Barbie.
Oh, so good.
Uh,
So good.
I know it was a fake leg up on the wall when America Ferrera was giving the speech, but I just started laughing because I'm just seeing Kate
Yeah.
McKinnon stand there with the fake leg up against the wall. I'm
Yeah.
just like,
Like you could tell if
the
she was
splits
able to
Barbie.
do that, she definitely would have been like, I want to do this because that's very her.
Yeah,
Yeah. Also, it is Barbie Land.
Barbie Land. Okay,
Yeah. Hmm.
so maybe the sequel would be Barbie.
Yes. That would be awesome.
um, I think also it's Greta Gerwig and Noah Baumbach wrote this, so
Hmm.
I guess that's where the Ken stuff comes from, more
Yeah.
from his, that kind of makes sense.
Hmm.
I heard, I don't know for sure, we didn't fact check this either, sorry, that Diablo Cody was originally approached to write this I think. So
Oh, really?
like Juno and everything. So
Interesting. I did not know that.
yeah. So obviously didn't happen, but if it
Huh.
were, then
Yeah.
yeah. But I think Greta was a great choice for this. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I was kind of surprised by some of the stuff they were able to pull off with Mattel. Like, I guess they're okay with like this them being portrayed in a silly fashion. I guess so. They're a toy company, right? So
Yeah. I mean, there could be a variety of reasons that they went with it.
Will Ferrell probably
It, I'm
had
sure
something to
that,
do with
yeah,
it.
that probably didn't hurt. Um, but yeah, I mean, I think it was a good move for them, regardless of what their
hmm
reason was. And I'm glad they did.
And obviously, it's a smash hit. Like after
Yeah,
I left the theater, like that evening, the news breaks that Barbie surpasses $1 billion. It's like,
yeah.
wow, that dwarfed Oppenheimer like two
Hmm.
times by two times. So don't make such a long movie next time, Oppenheimer. No, I'm just kidding. Or Christopher Nolan.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like it's crossed the $1 billion mark worldwide as of 3 days ago,
Yeah, that's
marking it the
unbelievable.
first time a film by a
So in
solo
two
female
weeks,
director did
mhm,
so.
nice.
Yeah, which is crazy.
Yeah,
So
good
what was
win.
your, who was your favorite Barbie? Who was your favorite Ken?
Well, I think it's Margot Robbie. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, but
Yeah.
um, favorite Ken. Hmm. I mean, Gosling was kind of the main one. They didn't really show other than Simu, right?
Hmm. Yep.
I did. I love that Midge is played by Emerald Fennell, promising young woman, and all
Hmm.
that. Um, yeah. Yeah. How about you?
Um, I'm honestly
Actually, I
for
liked
Barbie, I
Alan. What am
have
I saying? I liked Alan.
come
Fuck,
on.
fuck the Kens.
For Barbie, honestly, I don't know that I have like a specific favorite. Um, obviously love Margot Robbie. I thought she was perfect. Kate McKinnon, I thought was brilliant and so funny. Uh, Issa Rae was
hmm
phenomenal, I think. So I mean, there were just so many, and I thought that they all did such a good job. Nicola Collin, I don't remember how, or I don't really know how to say
Coughlin?
her. Coughlin, the girl from Bridgerton. Um,
I haven't
she,
seen it yet.
it's okay. I'm obsessed. So,
Yeah.
she was in it for just a moment, a brief moment, and I thought
Oh.
I was so excited about that. Um, for the Kens,
Oh,
I mean,
Alexandra Ship. I'll say Alexandra Ship. Sorry.
okay. Um, for the Kens, I mean Ryan Gosling, of course, but like Simu, I loved.
hmm
Um, Scott Evans, I loved that. Loved seeing him in there. That was awesome.
Oh,
Um,
is that the brother?
Kingsley, it's Chris Evans' brother, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Kingsley Ben-Adir, who played, oh God, I can't remember his name. He was like the bad guy in Secret Invasion this year. Um, which is Marvel show on Disney Plus.
Oh.
And we were watching that at the same time. We were finishing that up as we went and saw Barbie. And so that was awesome. Getting to see him in just a completely different role. Um,
Oh.
and then I will say I did love seeing John Cena pop up as
Merman.
Mermaid Ken.
Yeah.
Like that was
Mermaid Ken.
pretty awesome.
And
Yeah.
was Dua Lipa also a
Mhm.
mermaid?
Yeah,
Is
she
that?
was Mermaid Barbie.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, which was great.
I guess Margot Robbie, but yeah, Alexandra Shipp, I love her, and then
Hmm.
Alan.
Yeah. Alan, he did such a good job with that role.
Yeah,
So funny.
they're building
I
the
loved
wall
it.
up.
Yes.
They only know how to build it up.
So good. But yeah. So I honestly, Barbie, I give a 9 out of 10. The only reason I don't give it a 10 out of 10 is because at the very end, this is personal experience. I may have talked about this last time, actually. I don't even remember now. Uh, I had so much soda in the very early, like
Oh,
throughout the
right,
whole
right.
movie, that I was dying. I thought that I was going to die for the last like 25 minutes, which I thought were going to be the last 5 minutes. And that's why I didn't leave and then come back, to the point where I could not enjoy the very end of the movie properly. So basically, the whole time that Margot Robbie, or that Barbie and the maker of Barbie, founder, whatever,
Hmm.
um, were talking, I was like, I hate this. Why are we watching this? This is so pointless. Just become a human already. Oh my God, this is taking so long. Um, and so I like that ruined it for me. I ruined it for myself, basically. Um, and that's why I honestly can't give it a 10 out of 10, which is
Wait, towards the
stupid.
end, you mean?
Yeah, the very end.
When the Billie
Like
Eilish song
right,
starts up?
I don't remember. Probably. I honestly I don't remember because I couldn't pay attention because I was gonna die.
Oh, because you had
It
to
goes from,
run
yeah,
go pee.
like so it was that, and then from there she was in the real world and they dropped her off with the gynecologist, which was so funny. Um, but yeah, so so funny. Um,
When they're talking
but
to the construction guys.
yes,
He doesn't have a penis and I don't have a vagina. It's like, oh my god.
so good. Oh my God. But yeah, 9 out of 10. I loved it so much, and I'm excited to watch it again. We're definitely gonna buy it when it comes out.
Mhm.
What about you? Rating?
Well, this is mainly your rating, so it sounds like it's a rave, right?
Oh,
Or
total rave. Total rave.
a little rant at the end there.
Yeah, only because I don't know how to take care of my, I don't know how to adult. That's all.
Yeah, you
My own
just need
fault.
to just go run, go pee when you can.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Then
Um,
you have to go see it again to pick up what you've missed. So
right? And
then you'll
just
know when
not
to
do
go.
the exact same thing. Right. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, you can see it again. There's no rule against not seeing it again.
That is true. That's very true.
A ton of people are seeing it again and again because the theater that I drive by is always busy, and
Oh,
it's not
really?
for every film that's coming out each week. So I'm just saying,
That's kind of wild to me,
yeah,
honestly,
that's
because
how it
there
gets
is
to a
so much
billion.
coming out. Right.
Is because people
That's
want to
true.
see it again and again, or kids do at least. Maybe other ladies do too, so that's fine.
Other ladies,
Hmm. Other
uh,
Allens.
other Allens. I mean, that's true.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a good amount coming out.
Oh
Gran
yeah, I'm not
Turismo.
saying that there isn't, but
Oh,
I'm
let's do
saying
that.
that's kind of one of the pushers during the
Yeah,
last 2 weeks. Now going on three.
right.
Um, typ-
Barbie.
Typically they fizzle out after two. So
So funny. There's only one showing of Barbie now, at least during the week, at the theater close by, and it's one night, one time at night. And that's it. That's so weird to me.
they don't like making money. It sounds
Apparently. Also, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is coming out soon.
yeah.
No, it's already out.
Yeah, it's already out.
Oh,
I
never
had
mind.
toys of the turtles.
Yep.
Other people had toys of Barbie, so it's
Yeah,
interesting that
there
the
we go.
toy, you know, I see
Yeah.
what they're up to.
That's the theme of the summer,
Now that you're old enough to buy them again, we need money during the
right?
hyperinflation years.
Mm, I love it.
Only
So
$6.99. No.
that 32.99.
Yeah.
So that's my rave.
Hmm.
But Alan, what's your take? Tell us. What you got
Take
to say?
Minnesota passion for film.
Ooh, interesting. Okay.
How we spell that out, I don't know yet, but it will
Yeah,
be already out that way somehow.
yeah, exactly. We'll figure it out. Or maybe we won't, and we'll just throw something together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because yeah, we may have to change up our Instagram put out here, but yeah, the little caption
Yeah.
logo thing. Um, so Minnesota obviously has passion for film because
I don't know about that.
we somehow
Yeah.
as a state we band together to get the incentive passed, right?
Yes.
So clearly after, wow, how's long, like 40 years since the
Mm-hmm.
80s? Like I mean there were some in the
Oh,
90s and 2000s,
that's so rude. But yes, 40
but
years
yeah,
since the 80s.
30 to 40 years somewhere in there. I mean,
Yeah.
just since we've had a robust incentive like this.
Right.
We've had the rebate, but that's kind of like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Not the same.
right. Now we have the incentive available, tax incentive for major-ish productions.
Hmm.
So upper indie, or in the case of clam chowder in Duluth,
Yes.
James Cameron was here.
Yeah. Scouting in Duluth.
We were joking before, just like he likes food. No way. It's like,
Yeah. That was like the like point of the headline. Like the fact that not the fact that James Cameron is scouting, not the
yeah,
fact that he's in Minnesota or Duluth, nonetheless, but that he liked the clam chowder when he was
wow,
in Duluth scouting. And that is insane. But sure.
it's amazing. Yeah,
Yeah.
so many clams up north. I think I mean, we've had like Marmalade and Downtown Owl in the last year,
Hmm.
so that's
Yeah.
or 2 years, I guess maybe.
Hmm.
Which is great. We need that. Um, Downtown Owl I think, is in the film circuit now or festival circuit.
Hmm.
Hamish Linklater. We would like to have Hamish on the podcast, so by all means,
Yeah.
reach out to us
Yes.
or anyone who is on the production, which we are
Right.
aiming to get right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, premiered at, I don't know if it premiered, but it was shown at Tribeca this year,
Hmm.
2023, Downtown Owl. Marmalade is set to release to Netflix, currently in post production. But which one was it? I think it was Marmalade, filmed in Jordan, Minnesota,
Hmm.
and like brought millions into our economy, basically.
Yeah.
Overnight. So not only do we get like famous people coming here, and then apparently like Lady Gaga was dining in Loring Park. I wonder why that was.
I want to know so bad.
Like, is she here also with James Cameron for something? I mean,
That would be wild.
and then someone else, like, I mean, Hamish Linklater, first of all, he's connected to like everyone
Yeah.
almost. And then Downtown Owl.
Hmm.
But like now that we have that here, we also have our passion projects as filmmakers, like myself with the fan film and
Yeah.
other people that have passion projects they even put into Z Fest or
Yeah.
anything else locally, which and the 48-hour film project, of course.
Hmm.
But it's interesting that I wonder, like a lot of other places like LA or New York have festivals,
Yeah.
so you can create your passion project to be seen. And there's festivals almost like every month, it seems, in LA,
Hmm.
even little ones, just so you can get it publicly screened.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of passionate filmmakers here. How about you, Rahana? Do you have like, I don't know, a passion to be in a certain kind of show or film, or what?
Oh,
What is that? What's your passion? What would be your passion project if you could do anything,
like
or
my
you would really
dream,
want it done?
like the dream genre kind of thing.
Yeah, what
Uh,
type of movie is that? It's a cross between X and Y equals this movie.
I think I
Barbenheimer.
I
No.
think Barbenheimer. Uh, I think that the thing that I would love to do the most is some type of period piece, to be honest. Um, it, and honestly, it's that broad. Like just a
Mm.
period piece, like a Bridgerton or Jane Eyre or
Oh, okay.
Pride and Prejudice, like something along around there. The um Elizabeth, uh the the Queen of Scotland. Shoot, I don't remember
Oh
the name of
yeah.
it.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, but like those, like anything like in those realms, I would
Yeah, is that Mary Queen
love.
of Scots or something
Oh
like
yeah, yeah,
that?
there you go.
Yeah.
Yes, Mary Queen of Scots. Um,
Is
but
that
yeah,
Margot Robbie too?
yeah, she's in that. Yep, her and I think Emma Stone? Question mark.
Mm.
But yeah, like anything around that, I would, God, I would love
Yeah.
it so much. Yeah,
Yeah, and I
that's.
think wow. There are some period pieces being worked on. I noticed from the Catalyst kind of
Mhm,
thing, but that was more based. The one I heard was more based around like the 20s or so during the Prohibition type
mhm.
era.
Which is
So,
also very cool.
yeah.
Like
So,
that is not to say that would not be amazing,
yeah.
but
That,
yeah.
so, if you're interested in certain kinds of eras, what about like, because I like the Stranger Things type of era, but
Oh
maybe
yeah,
move
yeah.
it to the 90s more. So,
Oh
instead
my
of the
gosh, yeah,
80s.
I'm all in for a 90s movie. Let's
Yeah.
go. I'll throw on my overalls and my side
I think that's
ponytail.
why I like Captain Marvel so much because it's like
Yeah.
blockbuster. It's like
Yes, blockbuster, like a leather jacket or a jean jacket, and like the, I don't know. Let's get
yeah,
our scrunchies and go. I'm all in.
you're right. What? Yeah, all the weird hairstyles.
Oh God, yeah. I will. My hair's short now, so I could do the half up, like
Oh
on
yeah,
top of the
yeah.
head, like how little kids do it, where it's like basically like a little palm tree. I'll do
Did
that. Get
Did
some
you ever
butterfly
have the
clips.
Deb from Napoleon Dynamite where it's one ponytail to the side or something?
I don't think so, but I could have.
You
I may be
you
wrong.
could do that for Halloween or something. Yeah.
I did. I went to a like a no friend. It was friend's Christmas. We do themes every year,
Mhm.
and a couple of years ago we did 90s, and so
Oh
I did the side ponytail and
yeah.
overalls, and had like a sweatshirt tied around my
Was that
waist.
in
And
our picture? That was one of our pictures, I think.
yeah, oh
Yeah.
that was for Halloween. I just did the same thing, but yeah,
Nice.
yeah, it was amazing. I love the 90s.
Cool. Yeah, so a lot of people who are very passionate about film, obviously,
Hmm.
if I mean, yeah, they filmed what Tuscaloosa here, so that was something.
Yeah. Hmm.
So it's transformative, it's diverse, obviously. Hence, they went to Jordan, Minnesota. Who'd
Yeah.
have thought that's a filming location? Anyone? Anyone?
I mean, Tuscaloosa.
Yeah, right. But also just yeah, a lot of people go up north for the incentive, of course.
Yeah.
But the fact that they chose Jordan was just like great. You know, it's there's
Yeah.
more to Minnesota than up north or the cities, obviously.
Yeah.
Um, and a lot of people obviously like to go there for different places for cabin and lakes, and
Hmm.
so yeah, I think the only thing we're lacking is a certain component, which is those passionate film people in the roles that production needs when
Hmm.
they come here.
Yeah.
People who can do things like pulling focus, just one job, or we have a few drone operators, I think. We have some camera operators and
Hmm.
stuff, but
Yeah.
we also need like rigger or not riggers, but grips,
Hmm.
gaffers, more ADs.
Yeah.
Just wardrobe, makeup, star wagons, like, what, trailers that the,
Oh, yeah.
makeup and wardrobe go into typically. And
Hmm.
we need our RV setups. Someone needs to sell those. So,
No kidding.
or rent them.
Rent.
So,
Yeah. I was gonna say
yeah,
rent them. Yep.
because that's what they do is they
Yeah.
come in and they start spending money basically,
Hmm.
and they're fully paid. So that's the dream. I think all of us are doing like our
Yes.
hustle. We're doing a 9 to 5 plus this, plus
Yep.
whatever we can do to make film happen here, so
Hmm.
that we don't have to do that 9 to 5 anymore.
Yeah. Exactly.
And I think the more diverse and more skilled we become, that's kind of what we were saying before the incentive came, because we weren't sure, will it pass, will it not? But if we can show we can, then we can build it up from what it even is now too.
Hmm.
Like, a lot of people say, well, 25 million is not much. I'm like, that's a lot of money. It's like, or is it 20? Yeah. But the fact that we have that for 5 years is a big thing. So we have 5 years to, you know, get skilled at something within film, so you can be on set on whatever it is, a Netflix series, a
James Cameron
James
production.
Cameron film, yeah, or you
Lady
name
Gaga.
it.
Yeah.
Lady, yeah, who knows what it could be. So it's just, yeah, be ready for, find a niche too. Like if you're a
Hmm.
makeup artist, if you're a whatever,
Yeah.
wardrobe, you know. So yeah, how about you, Rahana? What would you want to do on set? Is it just acting? Do you want to do
Yeah. I feel like that's all I'm. y- Um,
voiceover? I mean,
Voiceover would be sweet. I would like to do voiceover, acting. I think, the photography,
mm-hmm.
taking behind the scenes, shots and stuff would be really cool. Though I do not have the equipment that would be proper for that. And I certainly would need significant work, practice on
That's,
photography, which I want to do anyway. But
yeah, do it.
yeah.
Start with what you have, obviously. Try to grab the next thing up, like a mirrorless or whatever, a DSLR,
Yeah.
whatever is affordable to you. And there's
Hmm.
a lot of used stuff out there that you can get on the cheap. Um, yeah, if start learning now, because you can get there. It's just they want to see a track record, they want to see a
Yeah.
resume, and usually film resumes are very simple. It's like, I did this for this director on this film on this date,
Yeah.
and
Which
that's,
is nice.
yeah, just like an actor
Yeah.
resume.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
yeah, that's kind of it. It's like we're passionate for film now. Let's make it our full time, you know,
Oh
filmmaking
man.
passion,
No kidding. How wonderful would that be?
because this is what the incentive is meant to do: is create
Yeah.
jobs in film for us.
Yep.
It's a jobs program. That's why it passed. They want to see that people are employed under this category,
Hmm.
and God, I want to do that. I
No
am
kidding.
so game for that right now. So, um,
Yeah.
yeah, and we know the weather here. It's like I've heard podcasts of people who just go on sets in certain places like
Yep.
Minnesota and don't know anything about the weather here. So, and
Yeah.
we check
Which is
weather
insane.
religiously here because of that.
Yes.
So,
Yeah. We
yeah,
know the lay of the land. We know what to do. We know
yeah,
where to
become a
go, where to look,
location scout, because
what to
obviously they're
be.
looking for something.
Right.
If you know Minnesota, then you could be a location scout, or if you have a drone, use that to help them scout it too, or whatever.
Oh yeah, no kidding.
Yeah,
But yeah, lots of lots of opportunity coming up. Lots of
that's it.
prep needed for said opportunity.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of what my take is, that if you're passionate about film in Minnesota, just level up one and be ready to take on the role that comes our way. Just see
Yeah.
what they're hiring for now in other states like Georgia, because I think Minnesota, even though Chicago's close, like that's kind of the our competition in the region. But
Yeah.
I think
Coming.
we have a unique location, diversity that
Yeah,
makes up the difference for us.
I agree. I think Minnesota has a lot to bring. And now that we have the tax incentive, I think it brings Minnesota to the attention a little bit more of filmmakers outside of here.
Yes.
And as soon as they start looking at us, I think they will be able to see the value that Minnesota can bring in so many different areas. Um, so yeah, like you said, got to prep, got to be ready because it's coming.
Yeah, and you can find out what you're passionate about
Mm-hmm.
within, a certain part of
Yeah.
the industry. So,
Yeah.
um, yeah, taking pictures, it's for you.
Yeah.
So, or voiceover.
Voiceover.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was Rahana's rave and Ellen's take. Thanks for joining us today. And until next time, this has been Film in Minnesota.